Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I thought I wanted to come and say hello today, and I want to discuss different ideas about spiritual ascension past. The first, I'm going to discuss the knowledge that's been revealed to me, that I've been confirming, is that the presence of God, the Creator, the Supreme Creator, the Ultimate Creator, the Absolute Creator, exists within each moment, in between all things and all being. For God is both the separator, but is also the unifier. So it is a process that has been going on, and at any time we can tune into the presence of the Eternal. I also want to discuss the idea that when you said it's very important to connect to the heart, do not visualize a physical heart. The physical heart is like is an organ that makes the blood and works and it's like keeps us alive. But imagine a bright central sun. It is the heart of light. We all live within the heart of God, and so we'll come to realize that, and so just continue to activate this light within your heart and visualize it as this bright light inside your heart. For also wanted to say that there is the general and the specific. There is the collective and the individual. We don't have much power over the collective, but we have much power over what's going on within ourselves. And when life presents us with specific information, when we're very specific, it really accelerates something. When we go into general, it's much slower. The process of evolution is much more. We can control the specific. So if you have a problem, do not make it very specific with a lot of details. It will accelerate it. Just move into general situation, slow it down, take the time to release the information into the world of the Creator, into the spirit realm, and find the solution. But when you have a beautiful dream and vision, you can put details around it and it will accelerate it. Also wanted to say that all the dark forces are really weakened. There is very, very few resistance for of course, there's still some that are hanging on, but not all that many. And so very soon we'll be completely free from any of them. All the positive force that are working behind the scene as the ally of humanity, called the Alliance, or people have given different names. They used to work as individual groups again, and now because of the Galactic Alliance, they're starting to learn the fluid group dynamics. So all of it is getting much more efficient. We're going to learn this fluid group dynamic to work as one, many minds to work in one fluid, one flow, and so that will be very useful. There is also a very important acceleration. Tomorrow there's an eclipse that will definitely propel things forward. There is the activation of the Well of Dream. The Well of Dream is a chakra on the base of the neck that will give us the access to time travel. It's going to be quite wonderful. Spirit confirmed that to me the other day. I have the right to time travel more and more. It's like quite wonderful. So I'm going to discuss this idea of the eternal consciousness that is present between, or it's present within, but it's also present in between all spaces and all time experiment. And so, for it is all happening so fast that it's quite beyond the ability for the mind to realize that the universe completely dissolves the physical reality, dissolves and reconstructs itself, but at a speed that is completely beyond anything our mind can conceive or perceive with our eyes. So in order to learn that, it's always good to go within and to surrender to your surrender to your God self, your spirit self, and let yourself be led, let yourself be guided. For it is, and call on your spirit guide and the company of heaven, because otherwise, say, of course, well, some people say, well, it's just me and God is plenty enough. Of course, it's enough, but it's like if you were like a Formula One driver, and you say, well, I want to run the race, but when I stop to the stand, I want to change my wheel, I want to put my gas, I don't want anybody to assist me with the process. Very unlikely you will finish the race like this. But it's possible, but it's like just Spirit has created, God has created this realm of spirit, has given us spirit guides. It's not for there is a reason for that. The whole ascension path, the paradise ascension path, there are spirits in the universe that have never heard of physical being and ascension path. They're working on some other level, but the great majority has been hired to take care of the ascension process. Every spirit in the universe that God has created, a divine spirit way above this dimensional, those multi-dimensional frequencies of the lower universe, they all engage in the assistance of of mortal human soul ascension. For the archangel, for instance, and the Melchizedeks are the highest form of higher spirits that are able to communicate down here until we raise our frequency, then we can communicate with the higher realms. But for the archangel, for instance, are very high beings in spirituality. They're very high frequency. They're assisting all the realms of the universe, yet they're really able to communicate all the way down here. And so, but they're ascending beings as well. Angels and archangels are also ascending beings, and so I wanted to discuss this thing, is this idea. This was a calculation, a number that was given. It's 24 trillion times per second. The universe dissolve and reappear. The number, I didn't check the number per se, but I didn't check every it's within 1 second, 24 trillion times. There is a complete dissolution and a re-engagement of matter. For it's like matter is like particles, atoms, cells, molecules, cells, all of that. But God confirmed to me that when I tried to check it out, it's like God showed me that He has His own presence in between all of those decomposition and recomposition. So it's quite there is many scientific discovery that will come to change completely the mind and the consciousness of humanity. There's a lot of scientific theories that are presently presented in the world of matter, materialist scientists, that are actually complete illusions. They presented the absolute truth, like the Big Bang or dark matter or all kinds of things. And all of that is just pure fiction. But it's okay. It's part of the process of learning, and we'll find, as we find higher truth, we will disengage into in the Middle Age, they had a much lower understanding that we had now on many levels. So, but there is always higher truth. The more scientific truth will soon come to really shadow all kinds of things that we'll still believe. We're living the world of the very impermanent world of this physical density and the emotional astral plane of the third and fourth dimension. We're going to bridge into the fifth dimension, which give us some permanence, although there will still be change as we ascend. And so we need to be the bridge between heaven and earth, between the physical and the non-physical. God is not some far away. Of course, He's everywhere. Of course, He's also far away in the sky. But He's also, most importantly, He's within us. He's within us. He's around us. He's like all the non-physical and the physical. We need to bridge that and to remember that we have higher forms. We already are ascended, or even not even ascended, but spirit beings. We have a spirit form. We already. So it's about remembering that to give us our power, to return to our power. I've been asked a question about the 0 point. What is the 0 point? The 0 point is the zero dimension that holds the 12-dimensional sub-universe. Frequency is the home. Is what keeps. Is the eternal fuel for all reality to exist, that being maintained. It's like it's a mind in the mind of God that keeps that, and the whole of humanity is being moved towards that 0 point. And it's like this great river that flows through the heart, a river of light. And at some point, the river will reach the ocean, and everything will stop. Will become one with the one, the great ocean of consciousness. It's like the drop of water that drops into the ocean and becomes the ocean. So it's part of the process, but it's a unique experience, and we'll pass through. There is past 0 point and future 0 points that we're passing through those. When we completely shift our reality, there is a reset of all things within our consciousness. Right now, there is even a physicality. The outside will not change all that much, but inside, the organs are being changed, the cells are being changed, the brain is being rewired to perceive life differently. It is important to understand what comes in and out of the body. The words or the nourishment is also accelerating or slowing down the light body activation. So it's like a ascending or descending spiral. That's more on the emotional level. But when we have a descending emotion, we just stop, breathe, and give us the time to stabilize it, and then we can create this ascension. So it's like so it is, and when we go to sleep at night, our consciousness goes through a black hole. It's a black hole. It goes. It's like at the bottom roots of our base. There is this black hole. It's like between the first chakra and the 0 point. And so we go the zero dimension, and so our consciousness leave our body and go into another dimension. We don't really know unless we receive a dream or something, some some higher self gave us some encapsulated story to remember. But and when we wake up in the morning, it's like our consciousness pass through this black hole and return into this physical world of senses. So it's about there's many things that we'll be understanding. Another thing I wanted to briefly discuss is what we call antimatter. Antimatter. They want us to believe that's another fiction. Is that with the particle accelerator, they're creating the antimatter. They're creating antimatter. They invented all kinds of things that. But actually what they're doing is they're creating black holes that are very dangerous for humanity, but a lot of those projects have been protected, and so that they don't because they wanted to open a connection to some lower astral demonic universe, like in some movies, like they wanted to let the demons invade the earth, and so it's like this crazy thing that they created this technology. But in truth, well, I'm not gonna. Metatron says those technology will be reprogrammed to serve humanity eventually, and for now they're supervised by higher spirits, so there's not that much danger. They will fail. The black hole is not big enough for what they wanted to do, so there is no danger with that. But antimatter is actually, we use it all the time. Antimatter, there's two forms of antimatter. There's only two forms of antimatter. It is love and it is fear. And this is really what's fueling the experiences of life. Every thought, every emotion, every action, everything is either sponsored by love or sponsored by fear, by trust or by separation. So just learn to shift this use of antimatter from fear into love, and to continue to guide for God exists both in matter and antimatter, and it's like and it is really what makes the process of evolution change. So it's like a fourth dimensional component, that we use for it is about the body of desire. We always have desires, always, because it's about the expansion of the universe, but we learn to have desire for pure things, to desire lucidity, to desire to be free, to desire to be kind, to desire to be joyful, to desire things that will make us feel good, that will not hurt anybody. For there's a lot of desires. People have desires that are sometimes very impure. So it's about shifting to a more pure desires. And it's the same thing with the passion to be passionate for serenity, for peace, so it's about elevating both the desire, the cupid desire, which we call avidity, and to desire, and also the passion, the blind passion that we have. So it's not about eliminating desires, so it's not possible. And right now there's Venus and the Sun that are coming to the sky together. Tomorrow is this big eclipse, and this coming together will allow us to really know what we like, really know what we want. So because we've been shown what we do not want at times. So ask for a good life. Philosophy was given to find a good life, to make life bearable. As we connect to this multidimensional matrix, we also part of ourselves. We're getting a lot more. Things will get a lot easier, and we're very close to this point of freedom. For now, there's still a lot of karma that's been expurged, and karma is basically, there is three ways to overcome karma. The first one is unconditional love and forgiveness. The law of unconditional love and forgiveness transcends karma. It erases karma, but it takes work as well. The second way is good deeds, is serving others, to assisting others materially and spiritually, to do good for others. That's a way to erase karma. We all have some karma. We want to be free. So, and the third one is suffering. If neither of those two are practiced enough, suffering will come so that the karma can be burned. So just continue to focus on good life, on this path of grace. Just allow yourself to be centered, to be within, no matter what the circumstances are, to be as clearly centered as possible, to connect to all those higher level consciousness, so you can have the information when you need it, and remember those higher forms of of your soul that has been, or spirit that exists in higher planes, to return to this empowered state, and so it will come. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. There is a little bell if you want to get the notification. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song about when you love someone. It's it's very hard to be separated, and this song talks about that. It's called The Unchained Melody. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch alone. Lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea. In the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers cry, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch alone. Lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Great old song. So I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and prepare for this eclipse tomorrow. I thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.